broadcasting booth tonight by Two Pump Chump and On Cam's Flame Chaser to bring you Season 13, Game number 4, though technically Game number 1 of the PMAOWL Overwatch League, a contest rescheduled from Monday to tonight. We are going to see Aero's Angels taking on Doctors in the Hallway. And we will be starting tonight's contest on Oasis. Lineups are set. Teams are ready. We are jumping in. And Mr. Two Pump, I think we've got some really exciting Overwatch on our hands tonight. What kind of predictions do you have for this evening's events?
I think this could go really either way. I want to see if the trend of our first week here in the PMAOWL holds up too. All the games so far have been a 3-0. So I want to see if everyone's gonna get a 3-0 this first week. I think this could go either way.
Now, looking at the lineups, we have a shield tank and a dive tank from both teams. We've got a Monkey Sigma from Doctors in the Hallway and a Rhine Diva from Aero's Angels. Similarly, we've got a lot of hit scan coming out here with McCree's and Soldiers. We do have Front Lash on his classic Pharah, Farm Embers running the dedicated Pocket Mercy, and we've got double main heals from Doctors in the Hallway. So they are 100% expecting the Pharah, and they are running the DPS to deal with it. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't have to also contend with the McCree of Dancehog, aka Juice, who is definitely a force to be reckoned with in this league. And we see here, Frontlash getting an early pick there on Keegan, aka Roy Mustang, or his Full Metal Alchemist title, as you might see it as the Japanese spells out. And oh no, getting run over there by Dancehog and followed up with a nice kill there on Fox. And it looks like Doctors in the Hallway are not going to be able to survive for long here on point as they gradually fall apart. Old Ironside's eventually going down. He swapped to Diva there, and we see running the Reinhardt now. I am not going to call him repeating bees, just an FYI. He is, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that was interesting. They got a Full Metal Alchemist. That's what I'm gonna call him because I can't remember the name.
Roy Mustang. It's Roy Mustang.
They got Roy Mustang down super early, and they just decided to ignore the Pharah to try to take the 5v6.
And that was definitely the wrong choice. We see a Shatter getting blocked there by. So Guy Fieri, unfortunately, not able to get value out of that. Frontlash does pop the barrage and follows up with some help from Dancehog, and that is going to get pretty much everybody with going down last.
You know, if I was Doctors in the Hallway, I would take that. They used a couple of ults there. You block the Shatter. I think they also used Nano and they used the barrage. I would take that.
Yeah, that's definitely a fight that. You know, you lose that fight as quickly as possible, and you get back to spawn, and you try again. I think this time, obviously, they're not going to pick the tight corners with the Pharah. They're going to pick it where they have some more space and not get shot quite so much. We've got a couple of ults online here for Doctors in the Hallway. Then Nano comes out early. The Diva Bomb from General Dill is going to get no one due to the Immortality Field. Dancehog gets the Deadeye off and gets 2 in the back line. Blue Canary does eventually finish him. But right now, Doctors in the Hallway still not establishing any point presence here. Guy Fieri having a nice little fight there, but he is going to get run over as he was purple due to...
1v1. Baby D. Ah.
No, Guy Fieri came in there and decided he was going to swing his hammer.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't fair. The one was getting a mercy pocket, so...
Yeah, but all Old Ironsides had to do was remech and just kind of squash him.
Yeah.
But I want to see at least one squash kill tonight. I saw you've been clipping those now. Ooh, Aero taking out Mommy there in the Ana duel. And here comes the Tac Visor. Unfortunately, not in the best location for Blue Canary there. She's going to go down to Front Lash. And General Dill is on point. He is demeched, but now Front Lash with another barrage is going to take out Old Ironsides. And a decisive win on round 1 for Aero's Angels.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid win for Aero's Angels. I think if Doctors in the Hallway want to improve, I think they just got to work on the engage. Their engage is someone's getting picked, and I think once someone gets picked, everyone kind of just sort of not loses focus, but tries to go for YOLO plays.
Yeah, it's definitely. It seems like once they lose somebody, they get a bit disorganized, and that could just be a matter of comms. You know, the depending on how much they practice together. And I know, as it is with the Overwatch League, not everyone necessarily gets to get a lot of practice in right away because they're still figuring out schedules and things like that. So it can be a little challenging. Now here on point number 2, University, we see we've got matching Rhine Diva comps once again. We see Dancehog on the Genji this time.
Oh, this could be scary.
Yeah, they could just give Dancehog a dedicated nano.
Fox is taking a nap.
Fox taking a nap. Aero, you really can't underestimate him. He is a scary Ana player to deal with. Right?
As the kids say for kids nuts. Oh no, not me.
No. Front lash taking out Fox, who was on the side trying to keep control of that high ground there. And now General Dill's going to be up there with them. And it's just all Ironsides, but he is by himself and is going to get bullied rather hard. And General Dill eventually take him out. So that's another fight win there for Aero's Angels. Now, notice they actually start off not having the point presence there. But they just slowly whittled down Doctors in the Hallway until they had no choice but to slowly lose the fight.
Yeah, that was with that early pick on Fox. That's a hard high ground to solo hold. You have the Pharaoh Mercy coming for you, and Ana also taking pot shots at you. It's just an unfortunate situation all around.
Yeah, I almost would. Oh, look at Guy Fieri with a massive shatter. And you see Dancehog is going to jump in there with the blade as well. The nano going on to him. So a lot of ults committed there on the side of Aero's Angels. But with how quickly they're getting them, it almost doesn't seem to matter. Frontlash almost has Barrage, General Dill has Bomb, and From Embers has Valkyrie. So they still have basically 3 ults online here, or will have them very shortly. Now Doctors in the Hallway coming up to about 3 ults as well of their own, with Roy Mustang not far behind, 85% to a window. We see gets the shatter off and he gets nanoed, but it gets blocked by Guy Fieri. The barrage comes out, but it only manages to really hit the immortality field of Roy Mustang. But nonetheless, Aero's Angels able to follow up here from Embers. Reses Guy Fieri, who got taken down by Fox. And it's just a solid team wipe there once again for Aero's Angels. Right now it seems like Doctors in the Hallway just really not getting the momentum they need to win fights.
Yeah, it seems just like a lot of general disorganization. Like you said, it's only week 1, so...
some general disarray, if you will.
Yeah.
South Park references, anybody? We see a high noon coming out from Fox from behind. He gets 2 from Lash and From Embers going down. Blue Canary takes out Guy Fieri. This may be the fight turn that they need. Aero's going to also get taken out by Blue Canary. She is absolutely popping off right now. Newcomer to the league this season. For those of you who don't know, that is Bonglitos' sister. The visor comes out and shuts down Dancehog's Dragon Blade. He throws an F in chat because he knows he got dumpstered there. That was not the smart move.
You know, I don't blame him because, like, me, I can't aim. So if there's a Genji trying to hero play with a net with a blade, I'd rather not die and just let the auto aim take course. Yeah,
that is definitely the right move by Blue Canary, and she makes good use of it. With another shatter getting blocked. I'm not sure quite what's happening there. I think he just didn't quite time that right. Old Ironsides pops the Diva Bomb, and it gets 2. General Dill and Aero are down. Frontlash from behind pops the barrage, but gets slept by Mommy, and then that Fair's gonna get ganged up on by Old Ironsides and Mommy, and that's a team wipe for Doctors in the Hallway. So some serious come from behind plays right now.
Yeah, it really looks like Doctors from the Hallway started to get the gears rolling here. I think they just needed... Once they started getting those kills, they were able to organize a lot better.
Yeah, definitely some better target focus here. We see, once again, having that duel with Guy Fieri. And we see, another sleeper, this time Blue Canary getting slept there by Aero. And here comes the window from Roy Mustang. It's not really going to have any direct view there, as Frontlash is going to take out Blue Canary on the high ground. So now they're a man down. Guy Fieri solo shattering Fox, but not taking him out. He gets stopped by with the counter charge, but Guy Fieri is still going to win that fight overall, as was purple, and the cleanup comes in from Aero's Angels, and that looks like that'll be the end of map number 1 here. Blue Canary tried to stall. Fox still trying to stall as well. He sticks Dancehog, and it's almost enough time, but Guy Fieri boops off of point, and that is the end of map number 1. Aero's Angels taking that W.
Yeah, that was a really good first showing. I think on I think for Arrow's Angels, I think they have a set game plan, and it looks like it's working for.
Absolutely. We see here front lash just completely uncontested because all of Doctors in the Hallway were on point. And I don't know, maybe if Roy Mustang just didn't call it out, or if it wasn't being acknowledged that he needed someone to peel for him there. But that definitely was a bit of a rough situation for him, to say the least. So now we bring it back to lobby, and next up will be 2CP, or Assault, as the kids call it.
Everyone's favorite game mode. I mean, how could you not love a good assault map?
I mean, pretty easily, let's be real.
All right, Jonah, flip a coin. Volskaya or Hanamura?
I'm calling it Volskaya.
Yeah, me
Doctors in the
too.
Hallway are picking it. There's no way they're going to want Hanamura. Because, yeah, it's Volskaya, Hanamura, and I believe the other option is Anubis. And I seriously doubt that Doctors in the Hallway are going to pick Anubis because they don't really, the way their lineup looks right now, they don't really have anybody who I think they would necessarily want that map for.
Honestly, I don't think Anubis would be the worst idea for Doctors in the Hallway. Just because I'm thinking about for what it's worth, Anubis is pretty unless you're running like a super hard dive, which I guess is possible for Arrow's Angels. Anubis is very sort of linear.
Yeah, now,
You know,
now that you say it that way, I guess it could be good for for dealing with front lash because there's enough space for snipers to really get some
right.
value.
Yeah, if you can get things to be if you can like sort of like funnel them in one area, get them to funnel in, because you funnel them in and then they just that could work for both teams. You
Yeah,
just funnel them in,
I
it can go in either way.
I could see on defense here having Fox running the Widow, keep Blue
Yeah.
Canary on the Soldier, or maybe put her on Reaper or something like that for the front line. It could definitely be. It could be a thing.
Yeah, see they're picking Anubis here. Uh
They are.
yeah, I think that's a this is a good idea for them. But I
Well,
do
only
think
time
this
will
pick
tell.
could bite them. Because
I
I
mean,
think what it's really going to come to is that first engage on both teams. Um,
and considering they brought Brad0809 in, a newcomer to the league, who I've played a few games with him on his server, just kind of hanging out because he also streams on his own. He plays a lot of main tank, and he plays a lot of Reinhardt, so I feel like they're probably going to throw Guy Fieri on like the Diva or Winston here. And either that or they're going to run full dive. I could see both.
yeah, I
And I
definitely
think
think it could go either.
Doctors in the Hallway, especially if they keep old Ironsides in a tank, I really don't I really think they should just run double shield. The old Ironsides is most comfortable on Rhine and can play pretty much anything. If anything can make him the off tank, put him on Sigma or Ball, and that might actually do them more good than having as the main tank.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I think that could be a good because uh in any case, if you expect them to run a dive, what you want to set up for is having as soon as they dive in, just let them dive in and end up being a feeder.
Exactly.
Because that's what
So
I tell anyone that I always play with, even in like competitive, just your regular competitive games. If someone dives in, if there's diving into your team, be like, yeah, let the monkey dive in and just blow up.
all right. Well, here we go. Map number 2 fully underway. The Temple of Abubis.
Yeah, you're not fearless. We're just we're just some noobs.
Anubis. Indeed. So looking at the defense, see how the lineups stack up. I definitely like playing Junkrat on this map personally because he's great on a lot of 2CP defenses. But I don't think we're going to see that from anybody here. No? Okay, look, we've got the McCree and the Reaper, which definitely something I would expect out of Blue Canary. We see Dance Hog running the Junkrat. I'm excited. I might have to just solo spectate him on their defense here because they're going for just maximum amounts of frustrating spam damage.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Let's see, where is he going to set that trap? Because you know he's going to put it somewhere. Oh man, he is walking all the way to their spawn to do it.
Oh no. Now the question is, does he get someone? Because that's a cheek one. The Reaper's right there. He saw everything.
There's no way that Blue Canary didn't see that and call that out.
They saw all of that. Yeah. Fox is looking at it. He knows.
Yeah, that's.
And
Oh my God!
Yep,
Roy Mustang
unlucky.
stepped in it. Oh no, buddy, come on! That is rule number 1 of seeing a Junkrat walk directly up to your spawn. You can't do that.
Yeah, you have to expect the spam coming in, but I mean that's a. I guess
we see on the hamster here, which I did kind of expect from him because he does like to run that a lot right now. But running hamster into a Reaper and a Junkrat is going to be tough. It's just, oh no, sorry, running hamster into a Pharah and a Junkrat rather is going to be tough. We see he manages to boop Brad off the high ground here, and then he's going to drag Guy Fieri with him. So Starving is a good distraction, but meanwhile, Chris Helms is going to thwap Fox out of existence there. Not something we really expected to see. We've got a little bit of initial point presence, but that's going to be shut down fairly quickly. And right now, just all this spam coming in from Dance Hog and Front Lash that is just being completely uncontested as Doctors in the Hallway try to rotate. We see Roy Mustang goes down early, is on point, but Brad and Dance Hog are going to turn on him. Blue Canary is now there by herself. Oh no, Guy Fieri tried to shatter and gets shot out of it. That is a big loss there for Aero's Angels here, but Front Lash is going to pick 2. Dance Hog does die to, but Front Lash is going to come in and just wipe half of Doctors in the Hallway, and it's just Blue Canary there by herself as got out, and she is not going to last long. Brad 0809 going to get that pick. So a shaky but nonetheless effective hold there for Aero's Angels.
Yeah, that was a really long fight. That could have gone either way. I think they had an issue just making sure everyone got through these choke points with the Pharah.
Speaking of which, the Pharah just got picked off there by Fox, so that is going to be a big first pick to engage with because it eliminates a lot of the spam damage they're dealing with. Window coming out here from Aero. The immortality field of Aero does go down, and here comes a Rip Tire from Dance Hog. He's looking for a few. He gets 3. Both supports and Sigma are down. That is going to be the end of that team fight. Down goes as a follow-up there, also with Dance Hog getting the credit there. So all that Blue Canary and Fox can do here is just get out and try again.
Yeah, that's such an unfortunate situation. They saw the tire, but they knew there was nothing they could do about it.
They did have Fox and Blue Canary just weren't there to shoot it. And unfortunately, they didn't really have the tanks that could blow it up effectively. And you see the hamster comes in. High Noon coming out from Fox gets no one initially, but is going to force the whole team to back up into his mines. And down goes Chris Helms. Brad's going to get followed up on. Blue Canary getting 2 picks there, helping take out Guy Fieri and Dance Hog. It's just Front Lash on point, but he is going to back out as Blue Canary's going to go for a bit of the chase here. But oh no, he challenged Aero and lost. So that is big unfortunate as Front Lash comes back with some help from Aero here, but once again, Fox just shooting Front Lash out of the sky, and it's just Aero there by himself, no immortality field. He is not going to last long. So an eventual success here for Doctors in the Hallway.
I could hear Fox saying, "Oh my God, this Baptiste won't die."
He just wouldn't. And
that was really good ult cycling on the side of Aero. I gotta say, dude, kid's nuts, absolute bonkers.
Yeah,
on
honestly,
support.
They probably would have won that fight a little faster if Blue Canary had not chased. That was the one thing that I think they just maybe could have done a little better, was not chase kills. They seem to be doing very well when they're all in roughly the same place and can all focus a target. They just aren't, they're just trying, like you said, they're making YOLO plays. And we see getting shattered and hit with a whole lot of other cooldowns there, although the immortality field is out. Dance Hog is going to go down here. Aero is also out. The grab comes up from Brad. Front Lash is going to get 3. That fight is not even, though, as Mommy goes down to Front Lash. Fox takes front lash out, and it's just him and Blue Canary on point. They're trying to survive. Fox goes down to Aero, and Arrow's going to say, that is 2 times in a row, Reaper. Don't even think about it. Chris, buddy, you didn't need to ult, though. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That was... I know everybody
they
in
thought
this team
more
is
people
like...
were going to come in.
Yeah.
So that's a very smart call on Doctors in the Hallway to just abandon once you lose those last 2 and take the regroup. Because a lot of people I know me personally, I'd be yelling, they're down, go in.
Yeah, but the problem is your team's also down. It's not actually helping you. Now, meanwhile here, Doctors in the Hallway have a wealth of ultimates. They have 5. And Arrow's Angels have basically 1. So, honestly, all the Doctors in the Hallway have to do here is press Q, and they can probably win.
They need to survive. That's literally all they need to do. They need to survive and actually circle some ults.
And we see the Immortality Field... Oh, sorry, no, the Amplification Matrix comes out, followed by the Death Blossom, followed by the High Noon. The Minefield is out there, too, creating a lot of space. As Aero goes down, the High Noon gets nobody, but that's still the end of round 1, and 1:30 left on the clock.
Yeah, that was a super winnable fight, and it would have been a real feels bad if they did win that fight.
Initiating match.
Yeah, you have 5 ultimates. You need just a bit of progress.
If they didn't win, I would have been very confused. Yeah, the fact that they had 5 ultimates to use, including both their tanks and both their DPS, it was definitely something where you'd be very confused if they somehow lost that. It would have had to been something utterly catastrophic. So definitely, like you said, very winnable, and they did manage to pull it off. Got a little technical difficulty here from Mr. as he tries to figure out some sort of issue with not selecting heroes, because as you know, Overwatch, a fully balanced, fully esports ready AAA title, definitely from a small indie company.
Yeah, dude. Remember the Diva mech falling from space doesn't make any sense. You know that's too strong. So, but it makes for some funny moments.
It does, and speaking of funny moments, it looks like we are up and rolling. So now we get to see even more excitement as the technical problems are figured out, and it's now Doctors in the Hallway's turn to defend. So I will be very surprised if Frontlash stays on the Pharah for this first point here, just because Fox is going to be sitting on either McCree or Widow just looking for him. As what he is going to be doing as soon as Frontlash comes out of the gate, Fox is going to be looking for his head. And, yep, he's still on the Pharah. He's going to try and make it work. They're running the double shield, though. So I did call that on the defense here. They're running the Hans and Skinny George.
So, the name of the game here for Doctors in the Hallway is literally to try to out-rotate Arrow's Angels. Arrow's Angels with the Lucio speed, I know Aero. They're going to W into you. They're going to just straight up W into you. You have to really utilize the Orisa Halt and the Sigma Rock here.
Early Dynamite coming out from Fox probably overshot that just a little bit, but hey, he's going to have it back in a few seconds, and like you said, they're just pressing W and yeeting themselves up those side stairs, going around to the backside of point. So now it is up to Doctors in the Hallway to turn around here and get themselves positioned for this next fight, which is going to be happening from the high ground behind the point, more or less to the defender's left side of point here. And right now, Fox just taking some pot shots here, just trying to wear down Guy Fieri's shield. He gets a couple on fire with the dynamite, but oh man, Brad with a right click there on Mommy, I think, managed to take her out, so that is a big unfortunate. Frontlash goes down, but so does Fox, and Roy Mustang also down here, so still very much at a disadvantage here right now for Doctors in the Hallway, as Brad is going to laser down, and Old Ironside's getting followed up on as well as Blue Canary, so a very quick first point take for Arrow's Angels.
Yeah, I didn't see what Roy Mustang was looking at while on his high ground, but he and Blue Canary were rotating the high ground, and Frontlash was coming around. All he had to do was just honestly just leave. He just had to leave from the area that he was. I think he would have survived a little bit longer and helped his team out more.
To Roy Mustang's credit, he played tank all last season. I don't think he's
That's
necessarily
fair.
as comfortable on the support role. Ooh,
I
we see Blue
understand.
Canary surviving that pin. Guy Fieri getting punished for the feeding there. We see Dancehog there on the back line of Doctors in the hallway. He's going to take out Roy Mustang. Frontlash takes out Fox. Old Ironsides does manage to take Aero out of the fight. Here comes the high noon from Dancehog. It's going to get shielded. Frontlash is going to follow up, though. Him and Dancehog are going to get several kills. Is on point by himself, trying to contest. We see Fox is now back on the Tracer for speed and trying to hang on as best he can. Roy Mustang on the other side of point, just throwing little healing orbs, but it's not going to do quite enough as Guy Fieri's going to take out with the Shatter. And we see the res coming in from Mommy. It's going to bring back into the fight. The Mercy, a huge point there for them as Aero goes down now. The Coalescence coming in from Chris Helms. And then the Visor with the Amp Matrix is going to take out Chris Helms. Guy Fieri is going to go down as well. And that is going to be the end of that fight, with Doctors in the hallway managing to win that without losing a tick.
Yeah, they kind of got 2 CP'd right there. I bet they may have wished that they could have saved that Valk. I don't know.
And not the Valk so much. I think the Visor, probably they could have gotten that back because they didn't really need it. Because all that was on point was Moira, and
I just
Window
want
is
to see how
basically.
they're
IMAX
probably
Theater
gonna
is
go
basically
for
a cooldown.
grab. Yeah, they're probably gonna go for grab barrage here.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because honestly, grab barrage could be more than enough to win the fight right there, especially if Guy Fieri can swing into it. The Shatter gets Brad, but not anyone else. Old Ironsides gets taken out by the barrage, which comes out early there. The Frontlash getting another pick there on Roy Mustang. Guy Fieri is going to get the pick there on, and then the Shatter. Dancehog going to help him finish off Blue Canary. And now it's, oh, Fox gets the stick, but, or does he? Something happened with his ult there. I don't even know, but the grab's going to stop anyone else from getting on point, and that's the end of round 2. And it looks like Doctors in the hallway are going to be at the time disadvantage here.
Yeah, as someone that's played Tracer before, just a couple times, that's super frustrating trying to throw your ult and you die midway through it.
And then it just doesn't exist, and you're sad about it.
Yeah, and it just deletes itself from existence, and you're so sad. You see it come out and everything, but nothing happens, and it's just
Honestly,
like a no. It's like a no reg on your ult, and it's infuriating.
I've had the same thing happen to me as Anna, where it's like you hear the animation, you hear the voice line, but you die and the nano never happens.
Yep.
And it's just like, what the hell? It's like, come on.
Yeah, it's just me Angie now at this point.
Yeah, that's definitely a me Angie kind of situation. All right, so here we go. Doctors in the hallway. They've got 1 minute and 30 seconds. And we'll see what they can do with it. It's definitely going to be challenging. You see, they're going back to the same comp they were running before. Blue Canary back on the Reaper, which I really do not hate here. Because having the frontline pressure to just make Guy Fieri and Brad have a bad time, I think was doing them a lot of good. Because they really didn't need the double hit scan. Dancehog was dealing, not Dancehog, sorry, Fox was dealing with Frontlash pretty well on his own.
Right.
You know, I think that's Frontlash. He's somebody who's been in this league a long time. Everybody knows what he can do. But the thing is, if you spend too much time focusing on him, he's then just a distraction to make everybody else on his team win, and he knows that.
That was a good flash on repeating B's.
repeating D's
by
more
Dancehog.
You see,
By Dancehog.
doing a very good job of helping clear this high ground here. You see, both the DPS are kind of in one spot, though, so they're split from their team. As is going to roll in here and force most of Aero's Angels off point here. Oh no, Blue Canary getting taken out. Frontlash managed to kill himself. I'm not really sure how. I didn't see it happen, but oh, Chris Helms going down. So starting to kind of even out the fight here. We got it's a 5-on-4 right now. So Doctors in the hallway have the chance to make something happen here. Old Ironsides, no connect grasp, and Guy Fieri going down in the back here. So down goes Brad, down goes Dancehog. It's just Aero left on point, and he's not even on point right now. And he is not going to survive long. Frontlash jumps in, tries to make something happen, but he's going to go down quickly there with some help from Blue Canary. So it looks like Doctors in the hallway are going to manage to cap this first point, as Chris Helms is going to saying, nope, I am getting out of here. I need
Yeah,
to
I'm
back up to point B.
Yeah, Doctors, that went like as best as it could for Doctors in the hallway. With Front Lash blowing himself up and then getting them off a high ground very quickly.
Nice job here avoiding the Amp Matrix, and oh no! As I say that, both the
As you
DPS
say it,
die.
you walk right into it.
They were mostly
Also
standing to the
committing
side of
shatter
it.
here.
Okay. So, the thing is though, you only got 15 seconds. It's probably not enough time for anyone to touch. It's only
Repeating bees
he's
has
the
been
only
found. He's been found.
he's the
He was
only one who can
hiding
touch.
under.
And he's getting bullied by Chris Helms
Getting
now.
CC'd.
He has to roll in. He gets
did
charged off.
he did get the touch though.
Oh, but
He
it's
got
not
the
quite
touch,
enough.
but it wasn't. They couldn't get all the way in. But there's a win condition now at least.
There is. As long
They
as
know what their win condition is.
yeah, as long as Arrows Angels doesn't fully capture this, Doctors in the Hallway could end up tying up this game right now.
Yeah. I
This
think
is,
what they
as
need to
say,
do
it's winnable, as the kids say.
is winnable. I think what they need to do is they need to just work on, like I said, not getting picked and just playing tighter together. Arrows Angels is thriving on this absolute chaos, but you would think with the ball Sigma composition, the Doctors in the Hallway would be the ones creating the chaos. But it's actually Arrows Angels with the Front Lash displacement. Because once Front Lash gets behind them, they just kind of go all over the place.
Yeah, because everybody basically panics, and they can't really figure out what to do, because Front Lash is just a force to be reckoned with. But you saw there, they didn't necessarily even kill him all that much, or even look at him, and they still won the fight.
Yeah, but it also did lose them a fight a couple of times.
It did. And that's a matter of, there needs to be one person at the least who is looking at him. But as long as there's at least one person looking at him and pressuring him, that's enough. And we see Fox and Blue Canary running the double hit scan again, which I definitely do not hate here. We see Dance Hog on the Widow, though. So I'll be curious to see... Oh, he gets caught by the dynamite. So that was...
He almost died.
Yeah, he just barely got himself back into spawn. Arrows Angels once again doing the long push up to high ground here. They don't have their whole team with them, though.
I want to see if Fox is ready for this Widow. Both DPS have stopped or behind.
Oh, Dance
He was ready for
annihilated.
He was ready for it.
You
Both
see,
DPS were waiting behind to do. They were probably trying to do some sort of pincer attack.
Oh, now we've got trying to get sneaky on the high ground here. He's gonna go up there, but I know Brad definitely sees him, so he's gonna have to get out. He is very alone, and he does. And now it's just a matter of stalling time here. Fox has got the mercy pocket from Mommy, which is being a huge help. Guy Fieri gonna yeet himself into Doctors in the Hallway. To what possible value, I can't imagine. Him and Aero get utterly flattened. Fox does get eventually taken out there by Chris Helms, but he's got the mercy res. So, oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Dancehog gets taken out by Old Ironsides, but not before he gets a pick on Mommy. That is a pick you cannot res.
Yeah, I think we need to call that charge for what it was. And now they're staggered to Zarya, but they're trying to get repeating bees here. If they don't peel for here, this could go really bad.
And we see Roy Mustang is succeeding in doing so here. Funlash got taken out early there by Blue Canary. Oh no, but Roy Mustang gets flattened. Dancehog's gonna take Fox out of the fight. Mommy is still there, but she can't fly up to Fox to res him. So that's just going to be a hold there. Oh no, she does. I spoke too soon. Oh, and Frontlash gets hit with a rock in the face. And you love to see it if you're a Sigma player. Because taking a fair out of Sky with a rocket is just, or with a rock, is just pure joy. Can confirm. You love to see it happen.
You can see repeating bees wanted to, both supports and the Zarya were still in, and he wanted to collapse on him to confirm those kills, but he didn't have the follow-up from his team from it.
Yeah. He managed to take out Brad alone. Oh no, Fox losing that sniper duel. Here comes the tack visor from Blue Canary. Gonna go straight for Dancehog, and not Dancehog, for Frontlash, and take him out. In comes a Gravitic Flux from Old Ironsides. Gonna stop the rest of Arrows Angels in their tracks. Guy Fieri and Brad not able to touch point. A minute left on the clock here. They are down several, but they are still trying to get in. It's a 4v5 here from the looks of it. And the Shatter from is going to get all four of them. Down goes Guy Fieri. Down goes Aero. Chris Helms is there by himself, but he is not long for this world. And Frontlash, though, coming up again on the side here, taking out Mommy and Blue Canary. Down goes Chris Helms, though. Down goes Dance Hog. Frontlash is just going to have to get out, at the very least, get some cover. Dance Hog does eventually go down to Fox there, so a nice stagger. And Doctors in the Hallway only have about 30 more seconds to go here.
Frontlash is still in their team with the barrage.
And here's Robert. He's going to be there on point, standing there menacingly, because as you know, he don't miss.
I think Fox may have tried to use the coach gun to try to get Bob on the high ground, but he still fell down onto the point.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the physics of Bob there, but nonetheless here, the cleanup happening from Doctors in the Hallway right now is immaculate. Oh, and Dance Hog goes down again, and that's the end of map number 2. Doctors in the Hallway coming back to make it one map apiece.
Yeah, that was really good by Doctors in the Hallway. They figured out their plan was just they knew that they were gonna go for those not necessarily sort of like pincer attacks, and then also for the pincer attacks and taking the high ground, and they adjusted really well to it. Wow.
That pick on was a complete accident. He didn't mean to do that at all.
Wow.
Flame
I'd be
Chaser
tilted, dude, if I saw that. It
is both the reason that everyone loves and hates Junkrat at the same time.
Oh, that would tilt me off the planet, dude, if I died to something like that. He's not even looking at me and I'm dead. I'd be salty. That's really funny, though.
All right, and now we're going to swap sides here, and the next map up is going to be Payload, I believe.
Escort. So,
Escorte.
for those watching at home, what's your favorite escort map, and why?
I'll throw my hat into the ring here and say I personally love Dorado.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just
To be honest,
as a Junkrat player, each phase of Dorado has one point or another where you can be Junkrat and just kind of exist and make people hate you.
I think if you took Horizon and turned it into an escort map, could you imagine that? Space Widow duels.
I think that would be awesome. I think that they could definitely save that map if they turn it into a Payload map. Because, I mean, it's definitely not as bad as Paris, but it still has its problems.
Paris, the way Paris is set, it has to be a TCP map. It would probably make a decent conquest map, maybe. Because that garden area would be some fun fights between point A and B in a conquest like setting game mode. That would be a chaotic point, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I think if they actually do bring in the Conquest game mode in earnest, that is a map that could also kind of be vindicated.
Yeah, I think Paris would actually thrive as a conquest game mode. You can keep point A and C and just make that little middle garden. Hell, make that little gate the point. That would be interesting too.
Ooh, yeah. All right, so waiting on Arrows Angels to pick the next map. We have the options of Dorado, Havana, or Junkertown. I kind of could see them picking Havana because they've got Frontlash and Dance Hog. And that could very well play well into just holding the door and making Doctors in the Hallway just hate their lives because they can't get out of spawn. Oh man, I'm getting them in chat right now. So looking at map number 3, I kind of expect it to be either Havana or Dorado. I don't think either of these teams have really any reason to pick Junkertown. I don't think it benefits either of their comps. I think for Aero's Angels, Junkertown isn't really that great a Pharah map, so they don't necessarily they don't stand to gain anything from it. And for Doctors in the Hallway, they can play pretty much anywhere, but if they want a map that's good for snipers, I could see them picking Dorado or Havana over Junkertown, personally. So let's see. No map yet from Aero's Angels. We'll check in with Captain Aero.
Excuse me, sir. Your map pick?
Well, sometimes when people start memeing in the chat,
Things
things
get
can get
lost. I
buried.
gotcha.
So we're gonna go back through
They did
chat
say
here.
Dorado. I see it. We're going. We're going to Dorado. The
Neat.
Road to El Dorado, which is a movie that is very underrated, along with Atlantis. Those two movies.
That animations and it was Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Treasure Planet was good too.
Very underrated. Highly underrated. And it looks like we're still waiting for Aero's Angels to make a couple of minor lineup changes here. And we'll see how that plays out.
In Disney terms, both of them, well, not Disney, because they're both not Disney movies. But like in far as terms as they're like studios, they were actually considered failures even for how good they were, which really sucks. Those movies were amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I think they didn't quite have the same level of ridiculous hype that a lot of Disney movies
Right.
do. And to me, like Treasure Planet is one that you can make a live action version of that, and it would slap. 100% slap.
Especially with like today's, decent CG editing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. The solar sails and everything, like that shit would look dope.
Yeah.
Look at us talking about movies on a stream for a video game.
We're just being nerds here.
Just nerds. Bunch of nerds. Alrighty.
Nerds nerding out over nerd things.
We've got more or less we've got a little double bubble action coming out from Aero's Angels now. Otherwise, basically a full dive. And then Doctors in the Hallway, you see Blue Canary on the Junkrat. Love to see it.
Yeah.
And oh no, General Dill's gonna run. He's gonna run the ball instead of the Zarya. So we've got some oink oink Zoopals action, and a little bit of double shield from Doctors in the Hallway, which they definitely had a lot of success with last time. I think running dive into double shield, that's either going to go very well for Aero's Angels, or they just aren't going to be able to break the double shield and they're going to be sad.
Yeah, so usually, if I remember my Overwatch triangle correctly, dive is really great against bunker comps, which is what double shield essentially counts for. But with throwing the Rhine into it instead of the Orisa mixes things up. I think if they punish Guy Fieri diving into their team, you just immediately shred the Zarya bubble and then the monkey. I think you win here. You want to get them to switch.
I see the monkey. He missed his bubble. The Zarya bubble came out, and he basically got no value because he fell down. And now Guy Fieri's going to jump up once again, picks the other side, but then has to drop down again. So they're definitely doing a good job of looking at him, but nonetheless, the cart is moving. So Doctors in the Hallway have to rotate and quickly. Is purple, and oh man, he is just holding his shield for his life right now. That, yeah, 100%. Just the classic life of a main tank. But now, this choke here underneath this bridge is one that Blue Canary is going to get a lot of value out of, because she can just kind of hold down left click and people will just die. No, Frontlash, though, taking that duel against Fox and winning. So that's a pretty important pick coming out early on there. And the Nano comes out on Guy Fieri. He's going to dive straight into the back line and go after Blue Canary. And Mommy, meanwhile, getting taken out by Frontlash, who is also in the back line. Down goes Roy Mustang. And Aero does manage to get picked off by, but not before he goes down as well. Old Ironsides is pretty much the only one left here. And he is not going to survive for long. Down he goes to Dance Hog. So does Fox. So that's a regroupie and start over kind of situation right now for Doctors in the Hallway.
Yeah, they're also going to get split spawned here. So they're gonna have to give up a bunch of free space on these streets, and if Arrow's Angels manages to get any picks, that's basically gonna give them streets for free.
Yeah, and considering it's who's up front there, he's going to definitely warn his team not to try any hero plays when they're down 2 people. But they're back to full strength now. The window comes out, followed by the high noon. The shatter comes out. I think it got pushed away by Guy Fieri there, who was kind of batting him around in the air. So he didn't really get any value out of that the way he wanted to. Mommy goes down. So does Roy Mustang. So no supports for Doctors in the hallway. Fox is out of the fight. So is Old Ironsides. And that's going to about do it here with Dancehog and Guy Fieri just kind of cleaning up.
Yeah, so the Guy Fieri split off their tank. He literally dove into them as Doctors in the hallway, their tanks were going for cards. Honestly, with Monkey's ulti, that's a free ult charge in my humble opinion. So you just want to blow him up.
Yeah, exactly. You just look
That's
at
like
him.
650 HP and just delightfulness.
I think it's 1,000 actually.
Is it? Something like that.
It's a lot. We see Dancehog here getting the dry blade and getting a couple of kills. Foxy managed to take out Front Lash, but that was more of a consolation prize than anything else. Is alone on point. He gets the pile driver in. He hangs on. He spins, trying to make something happen. The tire's coming out here from Blue Canary, but everybody splits up, and it gets nobody. The Blue Canary does go down here, and so does... And that is going to be basically the end of point number 2 right there, with a solid take from Doctors in the hallway. Or sorry, from Heroes Angels. Doctors in the hallway now once again being split spawned here. Mommy's going down early there. That is going to be a problem.
Yeah, they really need to get a regroup here. They've been staggering since they pretty much lost point A.
They were grouped up for a little bit on point B. Ooh, Dancehog getting picked off there, so that'll be helpful. They managed to push away from Embers to stop him from getting the res, and he goes down. So a little bit of an advantage here. Doctors in the hallway. The grab comes out here from General Dill. The high noon coming out as well. Fox takes out Front Lash with that. Blue Canary did manage to get hit by the barrage, unfortunately. So the fight is evened out now as Fox goes down. Right now, no further card progress though. So Doctors in the hallway managing to stall and keep things more or less stable here for a little bit, but now the cart's moving again. Here comes the minefield from... Is going to take out from Embers as he tries to fly back towards the point. Here comes the Gravitic Flux. It's going to get 2, and down goes General Dill and Aero with the follow-up from Old Ironsides. Roy Mustang's going to take out Guy Fieri, and that is a fight win for Doctors in the hallway.
Yeah, I just have to point out how chaotic this was. There was just people were everywhere. Old Ironsides was in this little mini room here on the left, getting absolutely just bullied in there, and he manages to get the good Gravitic Flux, the supports, and like Blue Canaries almost back in spawn.
Yeah, it was
on point. Everyone's just everywhere, and it worked out for him.
But oh no, it's gonna get blown up by Guy Fieri and company as he tried to get a little bit too aggressive, and now they're down 2 as Blue Canary is out of the fight. Dancehog is purpled. He gets his ult off, and here comes Fox trying to ult, but he's gonna get slept by Aero, and he eventually goes down. From Embers is gonna res Dancehog now, so very much a numbers advantage here as Brr is the only one left on point, and he's gonna have to stay there as the rest of his team is still coming back from spawn. Dancehog pulls out the deflect, and he's still very much in the spawn of Doctors in the hallway right now as Brr gets taken out there. Fox is on the Tracer trying to help stall. The window comes out, but it's basically still in spawn there. Blue Canary takes out Dancehog eventually though. And we can see him also take out From Embers. Frontlash did take out Fox, so Frontlash still there to contend with. Guy Fieri is going to shatter the supports of Doctors in the hallway, and down goes Roy Mustang. He's got the Nano went on the Blue Canary, but not before Frontlash pulls out the barrage combined with the Grav there. That was going to take out a couple members of that team. Doctors in the hallway trying to hang on here as manages to get in there and but he does not survive long. Frontlash, Guy Fieri cleaning up. Now it's just Blue Canary in there by herself. And that's the end of round number 1. And honestly, if you're Doctors in the Hallway, you're still pretty happy about that. Only a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they came in here with almost 5 minutes, so I think you take that.
And it's just now you do it faster. Better, faster, stronger, as it were.
Yeah, and just kill them before they kill you. It's easy. This game's so simple.
Yeah, just shoot them, forehead.
Yeah, dude. I don't get it. Like SR's not hard. Just get it. I mean,
Just acquire it.
right.
Much the way one disregards females and acquires currency.
Exactly.
All right. So I don't. I wonder if we are gonna see dive from Doctors in the Hallway. They're gonna try and do it to him. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but
Yeah, my worry is just the supports for Doctors in the Hallway getting just left behind and just absolutely obliterated, and then the dive just falls apart.
yeah, because right now they've got Anabaptiste, which is not really your ideal support lineup for a dive comp. You see, Blue Canary and Fox haven't picked yet, so that may factor into whether or not we end up keeping these lineups that we see right now. It is anybody's guess. Okay, we've got the Soldier, we got the Ash. It looks like they're going to stick with it. Oh no, so we've got Roy Mustang on the Mercy, so that does help with the dive a little bit, as he can kind of pocket the Winston there, and also help out the Diva. So that's how they're going to handle that, I suppose. Oh no, but Roy Mustang going down early, getting taken out by a well-placed headshot there from Dance Hog, and he even acknowledges that as much. And you game respect game. You gotta. Oh, and Frontlash tries to go for the very close quarters 1v1 against Fox, and does not make it out alive. Fox does get res, but Blue Canary was out of position there, and Dance Hog is going to punish her for that. You see, we've got a lot of spam coming out from Fox. Is now back in there, takes out from Embers, but he gets charged directly back out and goes down, courtesy of Guy Fieri and Dance Hog. And now the Nano going on to General Dill, which is mostly, I think, just to kind of intimidate Doctors in the Hallway out of being a nuisance there. And Old Ironsides gets high-nooned immediately after being demeched. Dance Hog just saying, well, I've got Q, might as well press it. Right now, we've got just a lot of chaos happening here on this first point. Doctors in the Hallway trying to get some momentum as time's ticking down here. Still have about 2.5 minutes to go. But right now, they still have a long way to push that cart. Seeing, looks like they have back to the full strength here. Diving onto General Dill, who's going to get off the high ground. Guy Fieri is burning, courtesy of Fox. And oh no, gets stunned and then charged, and is just the main tank special right now. Like you said before, the Angry Monkey comes out. Old Ironsides is actually going to there take out Frontlash. The nice distraction there from Guy Fieri to allow his team. It's not Guy Fieri, sorry, to help his team push the point. And Guy Fieri is going to get that shatter absolutely for free. Gets 2. And that is the end of Mommy, as he then gets nanoed. And the Diva Bomb coming out from General Dill does not get anyone. But again, a zoning ult, which we've actually seen be pretty effective here. And once again, not having a good time. Keeps getting caught by Guy Fieri, and then somebody shoots him while he's being charged. And Dance Hog trying to get the Deadeye off, but does not manage it. He does oh man, and Frontlash in the back line gets slept, but not quite in time. He still manages to take out Old Ironsides and Blue Canary. So that fall up there, oh, and on Fox as well, who was out there just way where he should not have been by himself. Probably trying to take that high ground, but that's not high ground you take when you have nobody else to go there with you.
Yeah, they're just kind of when they lose fight, they're just taking a little too long to regroup. They're kind of overstaying their welcome, trying to gain that angle advantage.
Which you do need against this Pharah, but it's not going to be much of an advantage if you're dying slowly one by one. And now we see the ult from Blue Canary. Not really sure why. There was nobody there.
I think it was for the Pharah at first, because the Pharah, the Diva, the Mercy are all above them, and they're just trying to use it to take the space.
The only problem is the Pharah can literally just walk backwards a couple steps there's not really that much space that you're taking. Ooh, Frontlash getting taken up by Blue Canary, though. So some serious value there. Getting, managing to stop Guy Fieri from getting any value out of that Shatter. And that is going to be enough for them to get the card moving again. Old Ironsides does go down to Frontlash, though, after getting demech'd. And we still have General Dill. He's on the cart now with the support of Aero. Frontlash coming in, getting the barrage. Only gets one, but he's still harassing the heck out of in the back line there. With From Embers also pulling out the Glock on the Battle Mercy. Mommy is low in the back. Aero is going to get the res from Embers here. Guy Fieri getting shattered by and that's going to take out Aero and Guy Fieri, with Old Ironsides and Fox helping to clean up as well. And in overtime here, they're finally getting the cart some more progress. Only 2 members of Aero's Angels there who can really touch right now. And it looks like they're probably just going to give that up. Oh no, General Dill is going to go in and touch, and he's going to pop bomb on the cart. Not going to get anyone, though. Probably would have, honestly, if I'm General Dill, I probably would have wanted that back. Because it didn't really do that much good to not get anybody out of that whole affair there. We see once again Doctors in the Hallway getting slowly picked apart here by Aero's Angels. And the high noon coming out from Dance Hog. And he's still going to get Fox. Oh, he got kind of knocked up into the air there when he coach gunned.
Yeah, so, they're gonna camp spawn here. I don't think they were worried about losing no point. They were able to win that fight, and now they're just gonna touch the door. They're gonna touch the door and touch it till they're not allowed to anymore.
Oh, and competing shatters coming out from Guy Fieri, and Frontlash is gonna take advantage of the Shatter team behind, and that's gonna take out 2 Ironsides. Also getting taken out there as Guy Fieri gets back up off of his back there and follows up. And now just a little over a minute and 20 seconds to go here. And still Guy Fieri just bullying them in their spawn. Not even letting them walk out before they're getting swung on. But is going to manage to win that fight. So now Fox getting taken up by Dance Hog. So we've got even in terms of numbers. But I'd rather lose a DPS than I would a main tank in a fight like that. So now Doctors in the Hallway are going to finally manage to push the cart. And poor Fox, he is just filled with so much hate. It seems that Juice, aka Dance Hog, just has his number and takes him out behind. Again. They need to turn around and pay attention to him. Because Frontlash is back there too. Dance Hog is so far in the back. Blue Canary is going to say, "Excuse me, Frontlash, but no, you do not." And he's going to use the tack visor to take him out on the soldier there.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. If I was Front Embers right there, I would have gone for the res on Frontlash.
Ooh, Old Ironside's getting taken up by General Dill. Mommy goes down to Guy Fieri with a follow-up fire strike here as he's got the nano and he's just swinging around. Fox is gonna go down too to the hammer swings of Guy Fieri. Frontlash getting taken out, but taking out with some help again from Guy Fieri, swinging on him real hard. Dance Hog is gonna get the pick on Blue Canary, and there's pretty much no one who can touch except Roy Mustang right now. And ooh, the one-man Deadeye. The Shatter coming out from Guy Fieri, and that's a 2-1 lead now for Aero's Angels. And let's see it, tonight's 3rd play of the game, brought to you by the league's official, unofficial sponsor, Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave. Ooh. Missed a shot there too, but did not miss that one.
Oh. Just dinks all day. Oh, this is when he coached. Oh, I was with Fox coach gun. He was trying to get away from Frontlash, and he coach guns up. It just gets doinked out by the high noon. He just blasts himself right into it.
You really do hate to see it. So with that, we are now moving on to hybrid. We're gonna swap everybody around here, so that way, Doctors in the Hallway will now defend first instead of attack, I believe.
How much you want to bet they're gonna go for King's Row here? What you think?
My money's on King's Row. It's pretty painfully obvious. If King's Row is an option.
What's the map pool?
I'm checking that right now. It's Blizzworld, Eichenwald, and Hollywood. They actually don't have the option of King's Row.
This is the first time we've seen a map. This is the first time we've actually been to hybrid. I think this season.
Yeah, that it is indeed the first time. We have not seen hybrid yet this season. All the other games have ended with just the first three modes. And Doctors in the Hallway will get to choose. Considering their team, I'm thinking it's going to be Eichenwald. I don't think they're going to get pick Blizzworld. I feel like in general in this league, nobody seems to really like Hollywood, so I don't think they're going to pick Hollywood. But that's just kind of my gut check guess that it's going to be Hollywood. I don't have much to back that up just beyond personal experience on other teams. What are your thoughts on that there, Mr. Two Pump?
Um. Yeah.
It's kind of tough because they're three maps that, like, as far as popularity goes, are all kind of pretty low amongst people in the league.
Oh God. I don't know. Who's defending first?
I think Doctors in the Hallway are defending first this time.
And they lost last map, right?
Yeah, so they get to pick. So
Out
if you're
of these
Doctors in the
three,
Hallway, what do you pick?
God, all three of these maps are brutal too.
They really are. And I think, if you're Arrow's Angels, you're hoping for Hollywood because defending that first point with Farah and Junkrat or Farah and McCree is going to
So what
make,
the kids call free real estate?
yeah, the Doctors in the Hallway are going to have a bad time if it's I think if it's Hollywood. So I think it's got to be either Blizzard World or Eichenwald, and more likely it's going to be Eichenwald. I feel like people, yeah, actually, now that I say it, it might be Blizzard World. That's a possibility that we haven't.
According to Shushifoof in the chat, Blizz World goaded.
Blizzworld. I mean, Blizzworld is definitely a really good map if you know what you're doing. If you can path correctly and you can just move together.
Uh, did did Jonah die for anyone else? Did that just happen to me? Oh, okay. I was so confused. I literally had to tab out to make sure Discord. Oh, there he goes.
A moment too. I think he's gone for a little bit. Sad.
Jonah, you alive, my friend?
I think he's dead.
Oh, his Discord is being a little fucko.
Oof. I'm gonna mute myself again so you don't hear my dog screaming. Oh lord.
We have an overwhelming
Muting myself.
we have an overwhelming thing to ban Jonah. Hey, it's not his fault. Discord just he's trying his best, man. So, guys, you guys have a good day today?
What's up?
Oh,
Discord machine broke. Chat.
unlucky.
Unlucky indeed. So I'm not sure where I left off, but I'm seriously thinking it's probably going to have to be Eichenwald here. And it looks like amongst there's several members of Doctors in the Hallway, and one of the members of Arrow's Angels who all have a game for PMALCS that they're actually supposed to be at right after this. So they are going to be in a little bit of a time crunch. So we will see what happens, and it looks like it's going to be Blizzard
See what
World.
happens.
Blizzard World is definitely one that could go either way for Doctors in the Hallway here. We're just waiting for the ready signal from Aero, and there it is. So here we go. Map number 3. Map number 4, because I can't count. But listen, I'm several steins of beer deep, so leave me alone. So, Two Pump, what are we thinking here in Blizzard World? What is going to be the real key to victory here for Doctors in the Hallway to try and take this to a game 5.
Definitely, I think they're the key thing that's gonna do it is defense here. Uh, that's just honest. My honest to God truth of it, I think it's just gonna be defense.
Oh no, so
They
it
need
looks
to
like
have a decent. Yeah,
they are attacking first.
Yeah, they're attacking first. They need to have a good attack and at least a solid defense. Like I'm saying by good attack, they need to finish with over a minute.
And they need to finish. That's a big thing. Because they don't finish,
Yes.
I don't see it going their way.
Yeah, I worry for them if they don't finish because the attacking for Aero's Angels allows for all these flanks and different routes for them to take. Everyone's gonna be everywhere. Uh
It's going to. I'm nervous for them, but I think they definitely have the chance to pull this off. We see they're running the double shield again with old Ironsides and running the Sigma Rhine. You see, it looks like they're going to path themselves over to the right side. No, Mommy and Roy Mustang getting caught out. So without the Lucio, their tanks and DPS were just way too far ahead. And now Roy Mustang is trying to get there, is trying to come back and shield. But now Roy Mustang gets picked off and they have no supports. And they basically have to just get right back out. Old Ironsides is going to go down to Brad. Brad's going to take out Fox as well. And they kind of fell apart there on that first push.
Yeah, they did the same thing on Anubis. They didn't make sure everyone got through, and now they're starting to slow stagger. But they need to make sure that everyone gets through to where they need to go to do where they want to be.
And I think those long rotations are not going to do them any good here. They really need to focus on. They're just going to have to fight their way down main. We see Fox switching onto the Widowmaker here to deal with front lash.
Yeah, I think they definitely sort of run it into them. They try to take care of this Reinhardt that's up front. That's pretty up there also. But they do opt to try to go for the high ground again. Now,
yeah,
Frontlash has ultimate, and look, he's waiting. He's perked up waiting for it.
Oh, we see a huge purple coming out there from Aero. Fox goes down to Dance Hog as he tried to get with his team, but that's the only one that's going to go down out of all of that. From Embers goes down. The Barrage comes out. Frontlash gets 2, and he gets nanoed afterwards. And Old Ironsides tried to get out there and help, but he just wasn't able to, and he eventually took himself out there, it looked like. Probably either rock or just the right click. I didn't quite see what, but Frontlash all over the kill feed here as Doctors in the Hallway just not able to get in. Meanwhile here, Dance Hog once again just seems to have Fox's number. And it's just not a good day for Mr. Fox.
Yeah, he's not having a fun time right now.
All right, so 1 minute and 40 seconds left here. Doctors in the Hallway still have plenty of time to make this happen. They're going to try a new rotation here. They've got the Lucio now, which I think will help them a great deal. We see them running the same double shield tank lineup, but running it in a more of a brawly style, which allows them to move faster. We see the Shatter comes out from against General Dill. And we see Dance Hog manages to take out Fox again. Dance Hog is behind the rest of Doctors in the Hallway. He's going to go down to who just turns around and shields the High Noon. So he got a little bit too spicy for his own good. Blue Canary, though, going down to Brad. Brad is going to go down to who was all over him. And the Nano is on Old Ironsides right now. Misses the rock, but here comes the Diva Bomb. Is he going to be able to shield it? He's not. General Dill is going to take out Mommy. Aero is going to help there with Front Lash, and they're going to take out 2 as Old Ironsides and both going down. Fox is still there, and he really just needs to get out. And once again, getting slept.
Wow.
And that's definitely goes down to General Dill. It's another situation where he tried to stay for the cheeky poke, and he really just should have left.
Yeah, that's a feel sad right there, unfortunately.
It looks like Mommy's still waiting for Fox to come back out of spawn here. And there he goes. They're going to basically, they've got about one more chance here. One shot, one opportunity to win this point. Or it's going to be a full hold for Aero's Angels. Blue Canary takes out Dance Hog early. Turns around and saw him sneaking around. The Gravitic Flux gets 3. General Dill gets demech'd. Guy Fieri gets flattened on the follow-up charge from Embers is going to res Aero.
Don't touch.
But they didn't touch in time.
Don't touch.
goodness.
was there, but he just didn't get off. He backed up a little for the Pharah and just didn't touch. Oh, I watched it happen. Oh, oh no. Oh no. That's a tilter, dude. Oh my goodness. I'd be slamming my desk.
Yeah, that is just is honestly it feels bad. Really not a whole lot you
They
can do there.
had the picks. They just needed to press them. I think they were just so cautious about not wanting to lose anyone for their engage, and they just never got on.
Yeah, that is a heartbreaker if ever I saw one. And now they've got a defense to do here. Front lash, of course, back on the Pharah. Oh, no, he's running Sombra? Question mark. This is something I don't think I've ever seen him play in the league. I've seen him run Mei. I've seen him run Reaper. I've never really seen him run Sombra. I'm curious. And Dan Guy, why are you all throwing? Is this not QP rules? Well, listen, Dan, some of us like to behave like professionals,
Jesus, got him.
and we run our lobbies properly. Just kidding. Love
Yeah,
you,
I
Dan.
think this is a cheeky pick more for Front Lash and Dance Hawk. They're not really worried right now. They can't lose the map.
Yeah,
All
so
they
it goes
need is a solid EMP, and they win.
and
You get 4
Frontlash,
minutes to build one.
and Frontlash is out there scouting. So he's got all day, like you said. The main core of Aero's Angels walking up here. Old Ironsides pops that kinetic grasp a little bit early than he might like. Brad's shield is already down though. He's getting bullied right now by an Old Ironsides between the Rock and the Rhinehammer, just swinging away. Frontlash goes down to Blue Canary.
Yeah, he
Oh.
never put a translocator down to start.
Yeah, oh, Dance Hog, though, popping off here. Managed to take out Fox and Roy Mustang. Frontlash is going to get rezzed by From Embers. So it seems that even when you're not playing Pharah, you still get the Mercy Pocket. And Brad gets the Nano, speaking of pockets here, and he's going to shred Blue Canary. And the Shadow comes out, stopping Doctors in the hallway from touching. Aero's Angels wins 3 maps to 1. And they are tonight's match winners. And let's see, tonight's final Pod G missed the newcomer, Brad0809 on the Reinhardt. You love to see it. Here he goes. He gets the Nano. He hits them with the left click, the left click, the left click. It's beautiful, truly.
Yeah, it's all types of cleanliness and tech.
And there you have it, folks. That is tonight's match. We'll be back at you live and direct on Monday. And let me just, we're going to take a quick peek at that schedule and see what we've got coming up next week. Looks like the first matchup, which will be on May 10th, it's going to be my team, the Magic Bang Bus 3, facing down Doctors in the Hallway. So both teams coming off a loss, it's definitely going to be a bit of a grudge match. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So we're gonna be seeing some interesting play from that, and of course we have matches all next week, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe on Twitch. And a quick message here in chat from our commissioner Fox M. Tomorrow night is the traditional Sunday Fun Day run by
Yes,
our
it is.
esteemed community manager, Mr. Two Pump Chump, who's here in the booth with
Oh,
me.
that is true. It is Mother's Day. We might take a hiatus for this weekend.
All right. Well,
Might-
stay tuned to the Discord for that. Mother's Day Fun Day.
I can be around for some. Maybe if it just turns into like casual quick play or something. I'll be around. If you don't necessarily get 12 if people want to play games. Stepmother's Day. Oh no.
Oh no, grandma only. Ask mommy what she wants to. Okay, Fox. All right. Well, stay tuned to the Discord announcements for more on whether or not there are mom-related games or otherwise. But you shall know either way soon. And with that, this is Banging My Drums saying we'll catch you on the flip side.
Follow us on Twitter at PMAOWL for the free and the memes. and quality content.